movement of the mind, I'm a firm believer that to change your life, you change your mind. Everything starts from the mind. Everything begins with the mind. Everything begins in the mind. The power of the limitless mind. Just last night, I was working on a document. So earlier in the day, I had shared with Finance Boss Babe. I've barely had 3 hours of sleep in the last 24 hours. Barely. So most times as individuals, we want the thing at the other side of success or the other side of the divide, whatever that means, but not necessarily the work that comes with it. And I would like to see questions in the chat. I can see the chats. Let's make it interactive, at least for the people who are here with us. If you have any questions and it's within the purview of the conversation we're having today, I will do my best to respond within my allotted time. It all begins, like I said, with the mind. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? How big are your thoughts? How deep are your thoughts? So how big and how deep are your thoughts? How shallow is your thought? Because if your thought process is not deep enough, then it is shallow. What would happen to shallow thoughts or shallow mindset is that at the slightest challenge, at the slightest chaos, you cave in. Life is always going to happen. How do you reinvent yourself? If you're not feeding your mind the right soul food, as it were, it would cave in on the day that you needed the most. It will cave in the season that you needed the most. But to even talk about the power of the mind, the first thing is, do you realize that you need to reinvent yourself? If you don't know that you have need of something, then you don't even go looking for it. You don't go searching for it. Before we talk about the power of the mind, or before we look at the power of the mind, the power of the limitless mind, do you know, do you think, do you desire to be a reinvented person, to be a changed person? What's reinvention in simple terms is transformation, change. That's what reinvention means. To invent something is to create. So when you say that an engineer, invented a machine or an equipment, you're just saying that this person created something. So to reinvent means to recreate. For you to recreate, you have to be intentional about the fact that you want to recreate. So first, it starts with the desire for the recreation. First, the desire. So how to reinvent yourself? Number one, the desire. And the question at that point is, how badly do you want to be a recreated person, to have a transformed life? How badly do you want it? Point number two, do you believe that you can be reinvented? Do you believe that your life can be transformed? Do you believe? What do you believe? So number one is your desire. How badly do you want it? Point number two, do you believe? You don't believe when you see something. You believe before you see. The power of visualization, the power of the mind, the power of the limitless mind. I should actually write that down. Huh? So you know I'm a natural. So I show up at master classes without a note, so I don't have a note. But number one, I said desire. Number two, belief. We're talking about your self-belief, your belief system. What do you really believe? Your life is a function of what you believe. A transformed mind is a transformed life. I know that because this was all I worked on throughout the night. Because I have a masterclass called the Limitless Mind Masterclass, as I was reinventing it last night. The power of the mind. At least someone whom I see here, Cynthia, took part of that program 2 years ago, and she knows what that did to her, the power of the mind. Are you going to allow chaos? Are you going to allow the circumstances? I mean, we're not going to pretend that the world is not in chaos right now. We're not going to pretend that the COVID-19 season, oh, it's such a cool thing. Yesterday, I stepped out for the first time in God knows how long. And I realized that it's not the COVID season that's really the challenge. It's the fact that our freedom. So I love to stay at home. I'm not a social butterfly. But the fact that I stay at home because I choose to. It's a choice. So remember, I was talking about desire and belief. So it's a choice that I want to stay at home. Yes, I have the freedom to go out, but I want to stay at home. But with the COVID-19 season, we really don't have much of a choice. To reinvent your life is to give yourself the freedom to make a choice. What choice would you make? What choice would you make? To reinvent your life is to give yourself the freedom to transform your life. That's really what it means. So how do you do that? Number one, desire it. Desire it badly. Desire it strongly. Have a strong desire for it. Secondly, believe. Believe that you need it. Believe that you deserve it. You know, some of us will self-sabotage and begin to wonder, do I really deserve this life transformation? So I hear people talking about a transformed life. I hear people talking about reinvention. I hear people saying you can be more. I hear people saying your dreams are valid. Do I really believe that I'm part of that crew? You can do more than what you believe that you can do. There's a quote I have in one of my products, I think. When you believe you can do it, the how to do it develops. To reinvent yourself, you start first with a desire, second with a belief. Before you begin to take action. Action is actually at the bottom of the rung of the ladder. Desire. What do you desire? What do you dream of? What do you see? What's your desire? What are your dreams? What are your dreams? What's stopping you from dreaming? Do you believe that your dream would come true if you put action to it? Once you believe that your dreams can come true, once you believe that you can live a transformed life, once you believe that your life can be reinvented, as it were, then you begin to take action in that direction to avoid distraction. So you have a desire, you believe, then unbroken focus. These three things that I talked about, none of it is action. If you don't know where you are going, everywhere looks like it. I'm going to drop my podcast link in the chat. Just today, the latest episode that went live is, so it was going to show privately. No, I don't want to. I want to talk to everyone. Fantastic. Okay, so you should go to listen to it. Finance babe, you should help me actually to type this so that I can focus on what I'm doing, but I am almost there. Okay. So that's the link to look for the podcast. I have episodes that talks about how to create a compelling life vision. How do you know where you are going? If you don't know where you're going, everywhere looks like it. If you don't know where you are going, distractions along the way will cause you to truncate your journey to reinvention. First, the desire, then the belief, before the unbroken focus. The unbroken focus on your desire, the unbroken focus towards your desire, the unbroken focus on your dreams. What are you dreaming of? If you don't seek to be reinvented, I can't say this enough. If you don't seek to, if you don't desire it, then you're not even seeking it. Some of us, we're quick to jump on webinars, for example, or master classes, take courses, take coaching programs, whatever it is, buy books, right? But one thing I can tell you is, do you know how many books we have in the globe, in the world today? You cannot, not possible, that in your lifetime you can read all. I would like to challenge someone to tell me that they can read all books in the universe today by the end of their lifetime. How do you now gain the knowledge that you need to help you create a new life, live a transformed life, live a reinvented life? How? It comes from a clear vision, a clear dream, and your mind believing in that dream. Now, it may look, at the beginning, Finance Boss Babe was trying to read my bio, and I had to stop her because, we have a little time, and today's not about me, it's about you who's listening. And I wanted to, take that and make sure that we make great use of our time. What authority do I have to believe in what I'm saying and to know that what I'm saying works? I started Boo Best Foods in 2012. Now, prior to Boo Best Foods, I've had interesting businesses. I've done probably like 10 different, businesses here and there in the last over 20 years. Over 20 years. So we're talking about 20 years of business experience. But we're focusing today on Boo Best Foods, which is the one that everybody knows, as it were. Or most people know. Boo Best Foods started with an idea and less than $1. A dream. A dream. A dream that one day I want to see my product exported outside of the shores of Nigeria, sold in the US, the UK, and all of those interesting things. Thank you so much, Cynthia. You know how we roll. I appreciate you. In my tribe, we learn to serve. We learn to serve. Thank you so much, Cynthia. I'm proud of you. You're my proud student. So Cynthia has been my student for the past 3 years. She's in my group coaching program. She's bought every product I have out there. That is an example. So she's a life case study. Of course, I didn't know she was going to be here anyway. So she's a life case study of when you talk about a reinvented life. A reinvented life. She was seeking for something. She had the desire for that change. She had the desire, for a transformation. And she found me on social media and has been an ardent student. My mailing list, Cynthia has 3 of her emails signed up to my mailing list, so that for no reason will she miss one email. And she's here. Just so that any day any of the emails decides to have issues, there is no way she would lose the connection. And she reads all 3 as though she did not read it at all before. So thank you, Cynthia, for showing up, because you've actually become a life case study of a life on a journey to reinvention. If you don't know where you are going, every masterclass, every teacher, every coach looks like who you should follow or who you should learn from. And I'm not saying that I am the best. Well, I guess so. I'm the best anyways, but that's not the conversation here today. What I'm saying is this. Who are you following? What are you following the person for? Why are you following the person? What is it that you want? What is it that you're looking for? Your desire. What is it that you desire? So that when you see someone who is carrying what you desire, someone who's gone on the journey that you intend to go on, you can easily identify and then learn from the person. So Boo Best Foods started from a dream, an idea, and less than $1. What was the dream? To export Bubes Pop. Did the dream come true? Definitely yes. 7 years after I started Bubes Foods from my kitchen with less than a dollar, 200 naira to be precise, for those of us who are in Nigeria. So I can tell you how global I am. When you were talking about one year globally, and I said, no, don't mess up my brand, right? So Cynthia is not Nigerian. Cynthia is Zambian and lives in the UK. 3/4 of my students, to be honest, are outside of the shores of Nigeria. Currently, I'm speaking to you. I'm stuck in the UK because of the COVID-19. It doesn't stop my impact and the value that I carry. Your reinvention is inside of you, happens inside of you. It's a journey, not necessarily a destination. It's a journey of progress, not perfection. It's a journey of progress, not perfection. Cynthia loves this quote so much. And the quote that I can leave you with to understand that is that clarity comes in motion. Keep moving. Clarity comes in motion. What do you desire? Number one. What do you believe? Do you believe that your desire, your dream, do you believe it is valid? When you believe, then you begin to talk about unbroken focus. So I need to put that down so that I remember. Unbroken focus. Unbroken focus, these three things happens from a limitless mindset. 7 years after I dreamt of exporting my product, Bubes Pap, it docked at the sea, a 20-foot container of Bubes Pap docked ready to leave for the US. For those of us, I don't know your audience, but for those of us who are Nigerians, we know pap, we know akamo, we know ogi, that is sold in the open market. It's a traditional breakfast cereal. I reinvented pap. We're talking about how to reinvent. I reinvented pap, created a beautiful brand, global brand out of it. So when you think pap these days, you think of Bubes. If I think of you, what should I think about? How to live a reinvented life, how to reinvent your life, your mind. Your mind. You can't do anything outside of your desire. You can't do anything outside of your belief, your self-belief. Your self-belief. I'm not talking about, my belief in you. No. Your own self-belief. And an unbroken focus. So here we are talking about a limitless mindset, a mindset of possibilities, an abundance mindset, a growth-oriented mindset, a mindset of limitless possibilities. And then you upgrade your confidence, take action on your dreams. That there are the first steps. So you see, there are 3 steps before you start to take action in the conversation I'm having with you today. So I'm going to throw this open. I have a few more minutes to my to my time. I can see that we have 12 participants here. My question is this: what are your desires? What are your dreams? I want to see in the chat, in the chat box, in the chat section, I want to see, what are your dreams? What are your goals? What are your desires? What's that thing that you're desiring? Let's make sure that we leave here today with something. It's not just another masterclass to, inspire you to step out and step up. And 6 years. So 6 years from my dream actually was when we set out the container to leave, and it arrived February the 1st, arrived Houston intact. And Bubes Pap was sold out of several stores in the US, proving that my dream is valid. Now it looks like it's only Bubes Foods, I can tell you. So in this COVID-19, today we're having this masterclass. Today is the 26th of May, 2020. I've set up a brand new business in the last 4 months, and it's running. And that's the podcast I actually said to you to go and listen. It's only one of the products of a brand new business. So I run a team, a full production team in Blueber's Foods, and I run a full coaching consulting business. You can. You can do it. I'm waiting for the chat so I can see the chats. Are people typing and I can't see, or is nobody? Okay, so I've seen someone. So yeah, I desire to run the best laundry and dry cleaning service. I think fantastic. That's great. Thanks, Adenike. Thank you for responding. You know, if you are my student, I will take you on another journey, because what does it mean to run the best laundry and dry cleaning service? In Thrive Group Coaching Program, the end result is how do you create a message that is simple, effective, enough to communicate to your potential client. But that's not the conversation for today. You desire to help thousands of women achieve their financial goals. Fantastic. So when you say thousands of women, how many thousands of women? So if we go into proper coaching here, then all of you will know that you need to run to go and join Thrive. Because I can tell you, I desire to be one of the most sought after caterer in the world to be, but haven't had the opportunity to learn. You have to start from learning. You have to start from learning. Now, for example, I desire to run the best laundry and dry cleaning service. If I'm a client, when I see that, what does that mean to me? If I see that statement, what does that mean to me? Your dream is to have a fashion brand that, okay? So I can see that a few of us are talking to have the best bakery, churning out amazing and quality treats on a daily basis. Okay, fantastic. But you know, we can still debate that, because what does amazing mean? What amazing means to you is different from what amazing means to somebody else. So if I don't understand what amazing means, I'm not going to patronize, because I'm thinking, are her products for me or are his products for me? You know, like I'm not clear. I'm not sure. That's why I'm called the Transformational Clarity Queen. But that's not the conversation for today. How do you reinvent yourself? Your desire. I just needed to make sure that at least we were all getting something out of this masterclass. It's a masterclass. What's your desire? Well, for you to put this out here means that you believe in your desire. And that's why I got us to type it out. When you believe, you share. When you believe, you share. That was the reason I got us to type it out there. So I recap my points that to reinvent your life, how to reinvent your life. Number one, a strong desire. Number two, strong self-belief and self-worth. Number three, unbroken focus. Then taking action on your dreams. Thank you, Adenike. You're great. Fantastic. Fantastic. Then you take actions towards your dreams on the journey to reinventing your life. I will take two questions. Finance Babe, how is it going for you? I'm your guest, so I need to make sure that I am delivering what you intended, your goal for having me here.
Yes, ma'am. You've been amazing. Like, I had to type it that you're amazing. Like, the things you've been saying, I've been taking notes to here, like see my own book. So it's been amazing. The belief, the desire, and the unbroken focus. Like those three keys are amazing. They have a lot of things packed inside it. Even though you said until we come to your limitless
Say until we come.
No, like clarity.
Because it's not a coaching program. No, that's that. I didn't say
Yes.
until you come. I'm not.
Yes.
Let me give you an idea
Okay,
of what Thrive is about. Yeah, maybe we understand. So Thrive is a 3-in-1 group coaching program where we're looking at mindset coaching,
okay,
identity coaching, and business coaching, right? So what I did with Thrive is that my one-on-one clients, I took the product and I'm sharing it in a group. So I'm not saying until you come.
Okay,
This is
ma'am.
not a selling, no, you know what I'm trying to say? I'm here to teach. Let me give you an idea of what my product package is. My one-on-one clients, the 3 different levels, to talk to me for 3 hours is $4,500. An hour is $1,500. And then the Thrive Platinum package is $15,000. The group coaching program is $2,000.
Okay.
So I wasn't making a sales pitch for Thrive.
Oh, no problem, ma'am. No problem.
Right? But I have my MAD ebook. It's $49.99. That will be $14. I have the Limitless Mind. I have all of those products. We can check it out and do what we need to do. But this today is just me teaching. I needed to take you up on the fact that you said until you come. Nope, 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 nope. This is me here teaching based on the topic that I was given. So I wasn't going to go into coaching. That's what I meant by that. And just so that you understand, in the Thrive Group Coaching Program, which Cynthia is one of them, and she's here, there are 64 amazing, ambitious, success-driven, and growth-oriented women in it.
Wow.
Just so that we get it. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
So it wasn't, it's not a sales pitch of, come. But when we're running a business, I advise that maybe you should grab the MAD ebook. It's an ebook with a few of my business lessons and secret sauces. You can grab that and then grab the Limitless Mind webinar replay. I am repackaging that also as a masterclass. It's a 4 hours video. It's a 4 hours video just dealing with your mindset and telling you that your dreams are valid. And one of the questions that I ask when it comes to self-development is, do you consider yourself an essential commodity to invest in yourself? Right? How can you, let me quickly answer him. Oh, her, I'm sorry about that, please. How can I effectively put up my desire to a well-productive business model? For you to create an effective, productive, executable business model, because even during chaos, what happens is that when we talk about pivot or pivoting a business, is that people change their business model, not necessarily their products. So it all starts from your vision. When you're talking about your dreams, your vision statement, your mission statement, why are you in business? You need to go and listen to the podcast. For example, Amazon will tell us that they are a consumer-centric business and XYZ, XYZ, XYZ. So even if you don't see the name Amazon and you see their mission statement, you can tell what the business is into. So your business model starts from your vision, from your dreams, from what we're talking about today. This is the foundation of everything. Every conversation you want to have in life, it starts from your dream. Your dream is your vision. It is your vision that you take. There are principles, there are steps to build them into structures, strategies, systems, to create a productive and effective, I'll prefer to use the word effective, an effective business model. Adenike, does that make sense? Did I answer your question? Fantastic. So I had said I'll take 1 or 2. So if I have one more question, I will take that, and I'll know that my work is done here. So if I have a second question, I can take that. No, I can't hear you. Boss babe, I can't hear you because you're on mute. You need to unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. We really loved this masterclass. I hope people can really ask you more intense questions. Okay, there's a question, ma'am. How do you manage?
How do I manage to run a lot of businesses together? Systems and strategies, that's all. So you create your strategy, and then you develop the systems to execute the strategy. And that's it. Nothing else. Anything else I tell you is I'm trying to make it complicated so that it looks like, oh, it's no, 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 no. You create the strategy from your vision statement. Remember that when I talked about the point number 4, I talked about the fact that you now begin to take action in the right direction. So it starts from your dream to your vision, and then you start to take action. And that action is actually creating a strategy. So you create a strategy, and then you create the systems for executing the strategy with your timelines. So for example, Finance Boss Babe had said, my goal is, when you talk about effective goal setting, there must be timeline to it. So you create your strategies based on a timeline, and then you execute using systems. Miracle, does that strategy and systems, actually, that's all I said. I was just talking about the fact that because your vision, your goal would have had a timeline, you just make sure that your strategy is within your timeline, right? So, but it's basically strategy and system, because everybody's timeline is different. So there's no pressure. There's no, you're not chasing anything. You're chasing your dream. So it's strategy and system. Okay, great. Miracle said yes, it answered. Any other question? I can take one more.
Thank you, ma'am.
That's okay. I mean, I'm here. I'm here to serve. I see they are taking it in, so. How do we manage time? Time as a business person. How do you manage time? Nobody can manage time. Everybody has the same 24 hours. You can't manage time. You just focus on what you're doing and finish the tasks before you. Make sure that you finish. It's about your level of productivity, not about managing time. You can't manage time. How do you manage something that you have no control over? You don't have control over time. You can't tell time to stop or time to continue. You can't. So you can't manage time. What you can control is your productivity level. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Adenike. Focus per priority. That's it. It's all about productivity. It's about increasing your productivity level per time. That's actually what it is. How do I increase my productivity level per time? From your vision, from your strategy. Because when you know the things that you need to be doing, then you know what you need to focus on. So you can see that you people are now dragging me deeper. So it starts with the dream, the desire, right? Which is the dream. And then the self-belief, the mindset, unbroken focus. That's it. So when I talked about unbroken focus, what I was talking about was your level of productivity, because you're focusing on your desire.
That's amazing.
So you may want to follow me, or maybe not necessarily follow me, but listen to the podcast, live2limitless.com/podcast, or follow the link straight to Spotify. We're on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts, we're on Google Podcasts. So find Live to Limitless podcast and listen. I mean, so 7 amazing episodes, maybe about 2 hours in total. And of course, you can break that down because I just try to keep it nice and simple. So you can do that. I believe you should do that. Then you should grab my ebook Mad for $4,999 naira. That's $14. Yeah. And then you should actually grab the Limitless Mind Masterclass, and we're doing a discounted price on it currently. And that bundle, I'm actually doing a discounted price on a bundle. In fact, I should mention that. And that bundle, in exactly 1 week from today, if not before, would not be there anymore. To be honest, in less than a week, that bundle price will not be there anymore. So what I did is I put together what I called the confidence upgrade bundle. It has the Limitless Mind webinar. It has the Confidence Upgrade webinar. It has my Mad ebook. It has my book, Your Dream, Your Seed. It has another video program, How I Earned $13,000 in 60 days or less.
Wow.
And the ebook for that, Zero to Millions. And it has about 7 different programs. And I'm giving the entire bundle at $39.99. So 39,999 Naira, which is $97. What I've also done is that within 48 hours, like right after today, I can't guarantee you that it will be there by tomorrow. If you go to I will give you the link to follow for you to access it. You can't find it on my website. You can't find it anywhere except you follow the link, right?
Yeah.
Except you follow livetolimitless.com/blueprint. What I've also done with that program is to let people have immediate access when they just pay a part of the money. So it's like I'm saying to you, yes, the program, I've given you a huge discount. So it's over 10 hours video and 3 ebooks for 39,999 Naira. Now I've also given you, yes, if you follow this link, www.livetolimitless.com/blueprint, it is in my bio. If you do that right now, you would get it. I can't promise you that my team would leave it there by tomorrow because we're actually pulling down the bundle. So for $7,999 a month, what we've done is that we split it for 5 months. We split payments for you. So you get full access, immediate access to 10 hours plus video and 3 ebooks, but you pay over the next, 4 months. I did that for my team because my tribe are people of integrity. I know that, they would make sure that they pay up, even though, I have given them full access. Now I'm extending the same thing here. And like I said, that link before I came live for this masterclass, I got a message from the IT team. And I know that by the time I go to do the review, because they even wanted to run, they were trying to tell me that they were running some upgrade on our Bluebirds Foods website. And I told them, I said, please hold on. It's going to take 24 hours. I said, please hold on. I need to send out some investor emails tonight, and then you can start to run it by tomorrow morning. So I can't guarantee. Who was I telling about strategy? So the strategy that we have is that we're pulling down that bundle in less than 24 hours. It should have gone down tonight, but I just told them, I said, I need to send some emails. Please hold on and run your upgrade tomorrow. So if you follow this link, it will take you through a funnel. You get my freebie. So with this blueprint, with this link, you get a freebie. You get a free blueprint, what I call the Limitless Wealth Creation Blueprint. With this blueprint, I teach the 4-stage system to creating wealth. The 4-stage system to reinventing yourself. The seed level, the serve level, the skill level, and the soil level. Basically, what that blueprint is saying to you is how to go from stock to freedom, how to go from, how to start and scale your business and your idea. It's free. So when I talk about the blueprint, it is free, 0 Naira, $0. Just that when you follow it, you would get the other link that tells you about this bundle. And if you don't take that action today, like in a few hours, you won't have access to it. The program, the bundle, 10 hours plus video, 3 ebooks for 39,999 Naira. And then I've further given a monthly payment plan of 7,999 monthly. So I'm extending that offer to, well, I wasn't going to talk about that today. I don't even know how we got there, but hey, that's fine. So I extend that product to you as well. It was something I did for my tribe.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much. As in, the breaking down of the payment is actually amazing. Like for someone who didn't plan for it, the person can say, okay, let me pay instrumentally, like you said.
Can I tell you something else?
Yes, ma'am.
If you read the book, Think and Grow Rich, so this is not just even about me, because sometimes, when you say something, people may think, oh, maybe you are trying to make sales or whatever it is. Of course, we know that I have to watch this to know how did we even start talking about the blueprints, right? However, serious successful people take quick action. Serious. So this is not even from me. This is from the world popular book, Think and Grow Rich. Successful people take quick action. Has nothing to do with plans. They see an opportunity, they jump on it. They see imagine. So let's take this as an example. When Bill Gates or even Mark Zuckerberg was going to set up Facebook, he called a few people to join. Opportunity, quick action. Imagine those people who did not join at that time, who were not the early adopters. Let's even look at Facebook adverts. Running Facebook adverts when it came out newly was for next to nothing. There is always, always, always success at the other side of taking quick action, depending if it's something you identify that you desire. Remember, we talked about desire, and we talked about belief, and we talked about unbroken focus. Thank you so much for having me, Finance Boss Babe.
You're welcome, ma'am. Thank you
Thank
for honoring
you.
our invitation.
I love to teach, and but because of my schedule, I don't do a lot of it. You would be the first in this whole year that I honored to speak.
Wow, thank you very much. That's amazing. And we, the next generation, we actually do need such lessons to enable us tread to the right direction. Thank you very much, ma'am. We appreciate.
I appreciate you too. So do I leave or do you end the meeting? What do I do?
Okay, you can
Can I
leave
leave?
now. You can leave now.
Oh,
I'll end the meeting.
okay, no problem. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate your time. It wouldn't have been fun if you weren't here. So
Yes.
don't forget, download the free blueprint. Download the free blueprint, listen to the podcast. And every Sunday night at 9 p.m. West African time, I show up live. And that's actually my mentoring session. God bless you all.
Bye.